This is Chateauneuf de Pape, 2008 Val de la Pierre from Joël Dupont. Now, what this wine is a negociant wine from the '08 vintage. Now, the Rhone has had an incredible run of just great vintages. 05, 06, 07, 09. 08 was not an incredible vintage. It wasn't a bad vintage, but it was a less successful vintage than the surrounding vintages. So what happens in those years is a lot of the producers will sell off their wine rather than bottling all of their wine, or a wine that they maybe feel is not quite up to snuff under their label and charging a lot of money for it. So smart negociants like Joël Dupont will come along and he'll seek out all the best of these wines. And he'll make his own blend, his own cuvée, which he's got under this Val de la Pierre name. But what you end up with is a wine that's actually a very good quality wine with a lot of character at an unbelievable price. You know, of course, with all those great vintages, Chateauneuf de Pape has just sort of skyrocketed in price over this last decade. It seems like every new vintage, you know, the price has just kind of incrementally creeped up. So to find to get a vintage like '08, which is, you know, a little bit subpar, and to find suddenly really nice Chateauneuf at all of a sudden affordable prices again is, I think, very exciting. So I get a really nice nose from this wine. I get some nice, like, blackberry, brambleberry, along with some wild herbs, like a little bit of violet, rosemary. Get some earthy notes, a little hint of leather on there. Really nice and distinctive. Good taste. Very tasty. And ready to drink. I mean, this is not a wine that you have to lay down in your cellar for 5 years before it's, you know, going to start to open up. It's got all that nice berry, herbal, spice flavor that you like in Chateauneuf. It's got some of those nice earthy tones. And it's got a nice sort of soft tannins that make the whole package really forward, very drinkable. Good stuff, you know, and I wouldn't feel terrible if I opened this up on a weeknight and had it, you know, with meatloaf, for instance. Enjoy.